Warning, censorship. Warning, censorship.
While Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was busy imprisoning Canadian citizens in COVID jails as part of his airport incarceration program for completely innocent and, as it turns out, largely healthy people, over 200,000 others were on the Canadian Border Security Agency's removal list. Imagine, friends, if the Liberals put the kind of time and effort into tracking down people who are in our country illegally as they did tracking down Canadians who just wanted to quarantine at home while they awaited their second COVID test results upon re-entry to their very own country. There are 205,127 people on CBSA's removal inventory, including 31,093 in the wanted category. It's all here in this brand new order paper response tabled to a question asked by Conservative MP Kenny Chiu. Chiu asks the government for the total number of illegal immigrants to Canada who are under a removal order. Now, page 2 of the return has quite the chart, giving one heck of a breakdown. Look at this. In the monitoring inventory, this includes refugee claimants with conditional removal orders who are awaiting a final determination from the Immigration and Refugee Board, and also convention refugees who received a positive decision from the IRB and are awaiting their permanent residency status, 138,720. The stay inventory, this includes but is not limited to cases where litigation is still in process and the pre-removal risk assessments are pending, temporary suspension of removals are imposed, or foreign nationals serving, what's this, a term of imprisonment? 15,807. In the wanted inventory, well, this sounds ominous, doesn't it? It includes cases under review to determine if a warrant is required or cases where a warrant has been issued for the arrest, detention, and removal of foreign nationals. There are 31,093 of those. And finally, the working inventory. These are cases that are being processed for removal, including those who have access to pre-removal risk assessments. This working inventory here also includes cases that are actionable, 19,507. We also know that the CBSA enforced just shy of 13,000 removals in the calendar year 2020. On page 4, we can see that CBSA also mentions that they stopped most removals because of COVID from March to November 2020 and are still hampered by the pandemic. Look at this. Although the CBSA has returned to a pre-pandemic effort to remove people from Canada, and it must be noted that there remain significant challenges to removing people during the pandemic. This includes obtaining travel documents from foreign missions that are closed or under significant restrictions that impact travel document production, a significantly reduced number of flights leaving Canada, the need for COVID testing pre-departure and quarantines upon arrival in the person's home country, and ongoing provincial restrictions on staff occupancy that varies across the country. Makes it sound like we're paying for them to quarantine after we kick them out of the country. Now, it's interesting that the Trudeau government wouldn't close the borders or stop flights to protect Canadians in March 2020, but they were worried about protecting the health of people who were, I guess, in the country illegally and wouldn't deport them in the end. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. YouTube is coming to kill us. They will eventually censor our channel and take it off the platform altogether. And when that does happen, we need to be able to tell you where we've gone. Can you please go to rebelnews.com? There's a little pop-up there. It's going to ask for your phone number or your email address. We'll never sell your information. We just want to use it to stay in touch with you when YouTube gets rid of us altogether.